When I read online this week that the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Nigeria, Abubakar Malami, declared that there was no evidence that Super Cop DSP Abba Kyari was involved in money laundering, I was a little surprised. I wasn't sure to believe it or not. In my mind, I said, does that mean no need to extradite him? This rumor does put fuel to the fire of people who opine that the NDLEA case against Kyari is to keep him in Nigeria, where he can afford to get away with the consequences of any crime he may have committed. I mean, look at his wife collapsing in court just this week. Also, while on suspension, he was still running things in his police unit while in that audio suspension. But is Abubakar Malami the law, the judge and jury in any case? He couldn't even allow Abba Kyari his day in court to defend himself. Quota system will not end Nigeria. That's why when you travel with a Nigerian passport, you're first a suspect before you're even asked what your name is. The anyhowness from top to bottom is nauseating. How can you be the minister to defend the law and you aren't even concerned about riding the law? For personal interest, that is. So I ask today, what's the value of being a Nigerian? You can be harassed by any law enforcement officer at all, within and outside the country, and at whim. Guess what? Running to the embassy in that country may not save you. It didn't save Itunu in Cote d'Ivoire. Running to the courts back home in Nigeria, may God help you. My advocacy today, therefore, is to ask you to have a plan B. Pastor Paul Adefarasin already asked us to anyway. Calling their friends didn't save Ini and Bamishe from being killed, but at least it got their suspected murderers arrested. If they will eventually get justice, that's another matter altogether, but at least the courts of public opinion have judged. Nigerians who fly through Kenya say that you should have at least $50 in your hands. The officials are so corrupt, they will let you go once you bribe them, even if you committed a crime. But bribery is also a crime, Jumoke. I know. Is it Abubakar Malami that will come and rescue you when you're unlawfully detained in Kenya? Or Geoffrey Onyema? The bar is so low it has been buried. We're just counting days to when Nigeria will have a progressive government in place. 400 days by God's grace. Listen, it won't happen by magic. If you say you're not interested in politics and have not collected your PVC by now, the regular money bags who are already sharing bags of money and food will get into power and continue the status quo. That's how we criticized President Jonathan for being clueless and providing 40% governance and ended up with a government whose president is always on a plane and his wife lives abroad. What's the value of a Nigerian life? You and I can only guess, because it's a privilege to go out and come back safely every day. These ones that we elected don't care. Nigerians, let's come together to rescue Nigeria today. You will succeed in 2022.